Hey there, this is an ad, which means basically I am trying to sell something to you. Now you have two options. Firstly, listen to me. Firstly, now you have to watch this video, listen to what I have to offer to you, and if it matches what you need for yourself and your business, then fine, you can go ahead and pay for the paid training program, and I will see you in class. Right now, secondly, which is as well the last option, if after you've listened to this short video and it does not match what you need, it does not relate to any of your problems, now you don't really need to skip the video and just move on with your life. No, I need you to help other people. Just find the link to this video, or probably the link to this page, or if by any chance you can use that share button and share it to your friends and families, or to any business owner on your list that you are sure that yes, this person actually needs this. Now this video is actually trying to talk to people who have already been in business but they struggle with sales. Like someone who is not constant, they don't really make much sales, or about someone, or if you as a person you are trying to start up a business and you need someone to guide you on how to start generating sales and also on how to market your product or your services, then this is what you need. As well as I will need you to pay close attention. Now, one of the problems, or one of the reasons why people have issue generating sales is simple. First of all, they don't have what we call, they have problem with offer. They don't have a strong offer. Their copy angle is very bad. That means they have a wrong sales. When I talk about bad copywriting, it means they have a wrong sales angle, they have a wrong sales point, and they are using the wrong sales words to try to promote their business and also to try to generate sales. Also, they are competing on price, probably because you see someone else selling his or her product for 3,000 and you feel like, okay, the best way you can make sales, or the other alternative you feel you have is by reducing your price to 2,500 naira, kind of stuff like that. Or if someone selling his or her product for $30 and you try to, because you want to compete with them, then you reduce your own price to $20 or $25. No, that is wrong. Competing based on price is also one of the reasons why you will not generate sales. Remember, you need to have a strong offer. If your offer is watery, if it's not strong, it will affect your sale. If you have a bad if your copywriting is bad, which means you have a bad sales angle, a wrong sales point, you struggle with sales. Now, your distribution effort, how many distribution channels do you have? That is, when it comes to marketing, how many platforms are you using for marketing? Even if you are using a single platform, how many marketing strategy are you deploying on that same single platform? Now, also, when we talk about marketing, people do not have a standard marketing plan. That is a plan that helps your marketing to stand strong. They do not have a structure for their marketing. So all these, and I can continue to list several reasons why your sales are not turning up, right? So, but these ones are majorly the basic things that you really need to get all right for you to have consistent sales in whatsoever product or service that you are trying to sell. Now, if you have problem with any of those stuff, I have created this formula for you. Now, this formula, now you need to listen, pay close attention. This formula was what I used when I was in high school. I used to generate sales. Back then, that should be around 5 to 7 years ago. I was making about 50,000 naira per week. So you can basically calculate it yourself. 50,000 naira per week. That is 4 weeks in a month. We give you 200,000 naira as an high school student, right? That will give you 200,000 naira. Now, what I was doing then was I was a tailoring apprentice, but I was not sewing. What I did was I used an arbitrage system. The arbitrage system was this: I get officers to patronize me. I tell them I can sew for them. So when I get their product, I give it to another tailor, because then I was in high school. I didn't have the time to sew, but then I was able to generate customer. So that was different. I was the one generating the customer. Then I get their offer. I take it to another tailor in the barracks. I tell him, hey, brother Harrison, I want to sew this load. We negotiated on the price, so he sold the clothes. I act more like act as a middleman. I get the measurements from the officers. I go and I buy the materials, and I hand over everything to Brother Everything. Once he sold everything, I deliver the product, which is their uniform. I deliver to the officers. Now it was not only uniform that I was selling their shoe anklet. For the shoe anklet, I was the one that I was actually sewing that one. But with that method, I was able to do that. Now, but everything really does not need to bother himself about looking for officers. I was the one doing what? Bringing in the customer. So there is actually a formula behind that, behind you being able to market and get a lot of customers. You get my point? You don't really basically have to be the one. So you don't really need to have a product before you make sales. You don't need to have a product before you make sales. You don't need to have any service you are offering to make sales, right? But you must have an offer. And the offer I have was, I gave an offer to Brother Harrison, and I also gave an offer to the officers. I will sell your clothes at so price, which kind of, it looks cool to them, because the delivery rate was timely, the sewing pattern was neat, everything was neat. So the officers, they really like it. And Brother Harrison was like, since all he has to do is stay in his shop, stay in the barrack, and I'll bring customers for him, then there is no problem with that. So now, another reason why people do not make money is that they want to make money, but they don't have an offer. Now, here is what an offer means. You cannot make money without selling something. You have to sell. You have to sell either a product or a service. There is no two way to it. One of the principles of making money, either online or offline, is you have to sell. Now, when we say you have to sell, you don't need to have a product of your own. You don't need to have a service of your own. Like recently, I was helping someone who sells car to market his product. When you help someone to market their product, and you know the techniques and the principles of sales and marketing, right? On a single car sale, you can get around 400,000 naira to 600,000 naira, depending on the car you are able to sell off for them. And if someone is selling a car and you are able to help them to sell about 5 cars in a month, 5 cars in a month, let's assume that the whole profit from 5 cars, that is a profit per car you are selling, is 200,000 naira. And if you are able to use this formula to sell 5 cars in a month, that will give you an approximate of 1 million naira. This formula that I'm going to show you means you do not need to have your product, you don't need to have your own service. That means you trade system and help people to sell their own product. But what I am just going to do is that I'm going to show you this formula in the paid training. Not in this free training. In the paid training, I'm going to show you the formula that I've been using, how I use it, how I make my offers, how I'm able to get genuine and strong offers. Because if your offer is not strong, nobody is going to patronize you, nobody is going to partner with you. Then the sales and marketing techniques that I use, right? Now that I've said that you need an offer, you need to be able to write sales copy, which means in this training we focus on three aspects. Under this irresistible offer creation, I'm going to show you how to create a product that people will go for. That is a product that when people see, they will always want to buy it. If it is a service, they will always want to buy it. There's a service that I'm currently rendering now. That service, this is how it is. If there are people that about to start their own business, when you are about to start your own business, there are some stuffs that you really need to put in place. So I look at those that area, and I said, what are the most important things that a small business owner needs to have in place? I know that some things are necessary and some things are not necessary, but when I look at everything, well, if someone is about to start a business, they probably need a website or a sales page, right? That is one. A website. They need to have their business on Google Shop, on Google My Business, because having their business on that platform helps them to have a profile, a portfolio, and also to be able to generate customers. Then another one is they probably need a logo. We all know that logo is not like something that is that much of a big deal that they must have it instantly. But having a logo right from start helps them to stay unique. Then they probably need a flyer, 3 to 5 flyers to promote their product. So we put out, and also if they need to access some opportunities or to get loan from bank, they need to be a registered business. So I looked at the whole stuff like this, and I said, okay, here we are going to have a bundled service. That is, in this service, for small business owners, all you need to do is to pay 100,000 naira. Now, with that 100,000 naira, we are going to help them to register their business with the government. We are going to help them to create their business logo. We are going to give them 3 to 5 flyers to promote their products or their services, right? We are also going to help them to create a website where they can sell and display their business on Google business page. That means when someone goes on Google and they search for them, like let's say goodness confectionery, yeah, they'll be able to get them. Or someone is looking for big bakery services, baking services in 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴 and Lagos State, they are going to pop up. So we pull up this stuff that we know that it's going to help small business owners, and we put them together, and we said if they are going to pay for all these things separately by hiring different people, they'll be paying around 350,000 naira to 500,000 naira. Because for you to get someone to handle your branding, that is to create a logo for you and give you about 5 flyers. I contacted one designer on Facebook, and he was telling me that the least he can charge, if it's a small business, he'll be charging them 50,000 naira. But if it's a big company, he can be charging them around 20,000 naira. Now for a website, I build website, so I charge 250,000 naira, the least minimum to build a website. If it's a blog, you can charge around 70,000 naira to 150,000 naira. Now imagine we bringing all this together. We help you to register your business, we do your branding for you, we create the website for you, then we also put your business on Google business page for just 100,000 naira. Now you look at this kind of offer, it's a very strong offer. There is no business owner that will listen to this offer now. Even you, I'm talking to you now, I'm very sure you definitely want to get this offer, right? Exactly what it is. So that was the offer that we created, and yeah, people loved it, and yeah, everybody was upping on it. Business owners were upping on it. Our phone was ringing like, hey, hello, am I speaking with Joseph? My partners were getting calls that we basically have to shut down and say, for now you can pay in advance, because for now we have to focus on the clients we already have on ground. So you need to have an offer. Now that we have an offer, that is not actually the only thing. If you have an offer and you are not able to create a copy that will promote this your offer, that will make people to feel like, wow, I really need this and I must pay for it. If you are not able to invoke a sense of urgency, fear of missing out, and all other sales techniques into your copy, then your offer might be strong, but if you are unable to promote it, then you are not going to see any result. Now even if you are able to write a copy, if you are not able to get traffic, distribution. Now what I mean by traffic is this: get as many as possible, get a lot of people to see it. You know there is a difference between when 10 people see your product. Let's say 10 people see your product and 1 person showed interest, and 100 people see your product. Let's say 5 people showed interest, 30 people shared it with their friends and families. That is in this traffic hacking, we are going to show you how to make your offer go viral. Like when people see your offer, even if they can't pay for it, we are going to show you how you can do it, and they will share it with people. They will keep on sharing it, and you keep on getting clients. You get my point? So you need to have a strong offer for any product you are selling or any service you are rendering. Even if it is not your product, even if you don't have a product, you don't have a service, we will still show you how you can get an offer that will be very, very strong, right? Be able to write a copy that will promote that your offer, and also be able to get as many as possible people to see this stuff. That is how you can get yourself to partner with influencers, how you can get your product or services on blog to help them promote, to help you promote, how you can, the people you can meet to help you do promotional videos for your content, for your business, right? Basically this training is meant for students, business person, career person, and service providers. That means if you are a student probably still in secondary school, high school, because I started doing business when I was in high school. That is when I was in GSS1. I've been doing business when I was in GSS, and now I've left high school for years now. I've been doing business since I was in GSS1. So whether you are in high school, it's not an excuse unless your parents does not want you to venture into business. But if you can do business and your education together, then you have no problem with that. Business, if you are a business person and you are looking at ways with which you can increase your sales, with which you can make more sales, then this training is for you. If you are a career professional, now here's what I mean. That is probably you are a civil servant or you are working in a private firm, and it's probably like something you can do as a side hustle. And yeah, you know, there is no way you start a side hustle. If you are starting a side hustle and you are unable to market it the right way to get people to patronize you, then the side hustle itself will be struggling, right? So and also if you are a service provider, you're also looking to get more people to patronize you. You are also trying to get more clients. You're trying to you understand my point? Then this training is for you. Now, when I talk about this training is not a kind of training whereby you will need to spend 150,000 naira to get started. No. Okay, let me take a scenario of something that happened in December. Just this December. My laptop was 40. So my laptop was 40, and I was in a remote area. In southeastern Nigeria, in south Nigeria, and this remote area, there were no much computer engineers there. So I had to basically start asking, like, where can I get an engineer? So I had to travel to like the next local government, or like the second, third local government that was close to us. I had to travel there to meet an engineer. Gave him my laptop. The laptop spent a few weeks with him, and he said he cannot fix it. This and this. He was talking about something else, which I know that this thing he's talking about is not what was affecting my laptop, right? So I collected the laptop from him, gave it to someone else. That one was dribbling me until I was able to meet another engineer who was able to fix it. Within a space of 3 to 5 days, he was able to fix it without much complaint. He didn't even charge me up to cut off what others were charging me, and they were saying nonsense. So which means, and during that period I was not without my laptop, I was still able to generate income. Now during that was down, and when our server went down, which means all our website was down. And since all our website was down, come on, I was kind of like, I'm grounded, right? I could not generate income. But then I said, no, this is not Nnameka that I know now. This is not the first time I'm doing business without a laptop and a phone and a website. So since my laptop is with an engineer, our server was down, and basically I was in a remote area with no cash, without much cash. So I said, okay, I have to do something. I brought my phone, I looked at some of the products I already have, and I said, okay, what can I do? I quickly bring out my sheet of paper. I said, okay, yeah, I could remember what I did back then in secondary school. Let me use this formula again. So all I needed was to have network access to internet. Then also I have to be intentional about what I was doing, and I have to be consistent with it. So all I did was, and that was when I launched my business plan course, because there was this guy that has been disturbing me then to like create a course on business plan and proposal writing. When I told him it's not part of my roadmap, but at that very moment I knew I had to do something. So even the course was not ready. So what I actually did was a pre-launch. And during that pre-launch, I sold it for $10, which is $10 is how much do people subscribe for Netflix? You can see. So I did it $10, which was about in naira, that's 5,000 naira. And also I did the first edition of this particular class. And I charged them about $1.5 for that, which is about, no, that was not $1.5. I charged them $3.5, which is 1,000 naira as at them, based on it. It was 1,500 naira, $3.5. Yeah, based on the currency and based on the exchange rates back then. So that means I have to offer. I was promoting this particular course, the first edition that I did, for $3.5. Then I also my business plan and proposal writing course for $10. Both were on pre-launch. The courses I have not even done the courses. I've not recorded them. I've not done any of the slides, but I was selling them on pre-launch. That means I was selling the product I did not have, which means you don't need to have a product to do any of this stuff to generate income. You don't need to have a product. You don't need to have a service of your own. Also, another thing I did was I quickly partnered with a real estate company to help them to advertise their lands and their stuff. And also, like I said, I partnered with someone that was selling a car. That was not the only thing I did. I did quite a lot of numerous stuff during that period when I was not with my laptop, and I was able to generate sales. So which means in this training, with this formula that I'm going to show you in this training, with my phone during that December, I was able to use software to design a flyer. Yeah, I could remember I did a flyer for my business plan course. Okay, yeah. During that December period, it happens to be close to Christmas, so I use that Christmas as a sales angle. Remember, in this slide, I said you must have a stronger sales angle. Yeah, I said this is why people don't make sales. They don't have a unique sales angle at point, and they don't have a marketing structure. During that December period, I used the advantage of that Christmas to sell my to promote the business plan and proposal. I think I should still be able to find the stuff. I didn't even use my website, so the flyer is not coming up. But with this training, you'll be able to design a flyer with your smartphone. You'll be able to create an offer with your smartphone. You'll be able to write a sales copy with your smartphone. Conduct market research, and it's not that I just come up with any of this stuff, because I was able to conduct the market and say, okay, this is service provider. You are going to sell units of your product. You are going to sell multiple units of your product, and also going to get several prospective clients to actually pay for any of your services that you are rendering. Now I'm going to show you platforms where you can market your product, and there are platforms whereby when you put your product there, once you are able to penetrate these platforms, as long as you are able to penetrate this platform, your phone will not stop ringing. People will keep on calling you, unless you take down that offer. Trust me, people will keep on calling you. Hey Joseph, I need this, I need that. Hello, are you the one that is selling this? Hello, are you the one that is offering this? Hello, I got your number from this platform. If once you are able to penetrate this platform, your phone will not stop ringing. I'll show you case studies of how I've used these formulas, both the way I used it to sell uniforms for officers when I was in barracks. That was when I was in high school and I was getting tailored from barracks. Also the tactics that I used to do all this stuff, and also some templates that will be necessary for you to use for these stores. I'm going to show you. Okay, yeah. In December, I created my flyer. I sold units of my product. Also, yeah, exactly. This was what I did with December. So if this training is what you actually have been looking for, a training that will show you how you can market your product and services, and also the sales angle you can use. Also, if you don't have a product, if you don't have a service, or you really need to make money online, you need to make sales online, then yeah, you're at the right place. So use the description on this board, www.mpcollege.co/MSAF marketing sales accelerator formula. Or if you cannot type this one, I know this is too long, this is www.mpcollege.com/MSAF. so for short, you can just type nbcollege.co. it is not .com, it is .co/MSAF. And this is my contact on the screen. My contact is here on the screen, so in case you have questions to ask before diving into this, come on, you can text me on WhatsApp, you can text me on Telegram. If you find me on Facebook, my name is 𝗳𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗏. If you find me on Facebook or on Twitter, I'm on all social media platforms. So any platforms where you are able, that is convenient for you, where you are able to find me, just text me there. I will reply you between 24 to 48 business hours. I'm going to reply you. You can also find my email and send me an email. Formula for marketing and sales is going to help you to accelerate your finances. It's going to help you to accelerate your credit, your bank account. You don't need to have a product, you don't need to have a service. And also, if you have a product and you have a service, there is no problem with that. See you in class.